They put Cook in the slot and throw it to him. Decent gain on first down. The ball gets ripped out, and it is an early takeaway by the Denver Broncos. Jaquan McMillian just ripped it out of the arms. 3rd down and 12, and a handoff to P. Ryan. Samaje Perine is short of first down yardage. And Lutz got it.
On that last play to make the tackle, he took over week 4 after that blowout against Miami, and he's been outstanding.
Playing the slot. Here is Davis for a first down. And there is the brilliance on a fastball from Josh Allen on a rope. And carries again. Tries a cutback. Nice move. Murray changes arms with the football.
A quarterback and 3 wide receivers and spreading people out and letting them rip.
Allen fastball picked off out of the hands of Gabe Davis and into the arms of Justin Simmons. Had no catches in the loss at Cincinnati. 9 catches the week before. Couldn't handle that throw from Josh Allen. Here's one floated and a nice spinning catch by Lil Jordan Humphrey.
They brought in Linval Joseph to kind of shore things up, and as you said, contributed a lot last week.
Wilson floats it for Williams. The catch, the run, and a first down near midfield. Empower and connect with our nation's service members, veterans, and their families. As Diggs gets involved and now goes forward out of bounds with a near 10-yard gain. So on 3rd down and 9, Allen is incomplete for Diggs, and Allen was lucky to get rid of that.
How are they going to weather that? Tough road game for them at Kansas City.
Here's Williams. He's able to stretch out and pick up the first down for the Denver Broncos. Russell escapes, and right up the gut, he's got a first down. As he slides near the 48, picked up 9. Wilson avoids the sack, finds Troutman. Broke 1 tackle, can't break the tackle of Poyer. And it's 4th down. This is off the hands of Kincaid and incomplete.
It's just been out of sorts through this entire first half.
That's already 3 drops by the Bills on offense. Line drive punt. Mims has a chance. He's been good. The rookie is out of bounds just shy of the 50.
Well, they released a few guys. They benched a few.
Sutton gets drilled, and a flag is going to fly for that hit up high. Yards of field position picked up on that play. Wilson, Judy, and Jerry Judy with another first down to the 15. Wilson looking for somewhere to go, chased by Floyd. Pass is caught by Sutton, but short of first down yardage. Wilson sets up and spinning around to the back of the end zone. Sutton. And Cortland Sutton did not, they say, get both feet down. I don't know. Here's the call.
After reviewing the play, the runner completed the pass. Touchdown.
And we'll see what Ken Dorsey does to try to get this offense back into a rhythm. They go up tempo, what it is, but something's got to change. Here's Cook. Bouncing off tacklers and glad to be back in action, got 8. And gave him a handshake, and now here he is with 2 plays to start this possession as the Bills do.
So they get tested a little bit right here.
There's Diggs, breaks the tackle, and Stephon Diggs has got a first down just outside the 35.
Good matchup when he's been up with Patrick Surtain, but breaks the tackle and picks up a nice gain.
Here's a handoff to Murray, and the ground game is churning out yards for Buffalo. First down to the Denver 21, a carry of 14. Little shoulder fake, wide open, touchdown, Kincaid. What an answer by Buffalo. Davis in motion. End zone, that's Davis for 2. 9-8. Blitz coming from Bernard. Broncos pick it up. Sutton's got the big play. And out of bounds inside Buffalo territory. Third down, less than 1, and Russell Wilson is now 8 for 8.
And there went a helmet flying.
They put 2 seconds back on the clock. 3rd and 16. Wilson forced out again. He is able to break 1 tackle, and that's it. Stopped. This is a 49-yard try into a swirling wind. Lutz got it. Working with the wind. This one is picked. Another takeaway intercepted by Moreau. And the turnovers will kill this Buffalo Bills team. 3 points off the first 2 takeaways total. So credit the Bills defense with stepping up. Third down. Pass is caught.
Well, they're short, Joe, so now they've got to run the field goal team on in a hurry. This is going to be tough.
They got to get it lined up. No timeouts. They do so well. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And I'm sure a smile on the face of Ben Kodwika and Mike Westhoff. Third down, pass to Kincaid. Got to break a tackle, and Surtain good enough to bring Kincaid down short of the first down yardage. Allen gets loose and throws way too high for Shakir. Third down and 6. Bills back out of there defensively. This pass is caught. Sutton balls out. Stays in bounds. And the Bills have it.
Where they were when they went for it on 4th down, and Buffalo Bills defense again does their job.
They may want to ride number 4 for a while. That was their key to success in the first half, and he gets 11 here. Here's one for Shakir. And Shakir with a grab at the 16. Murray in the backfield. He's got it. 1st and goal.
It's a great job by him.
Here he is again. Touchdown, Buffalo Murray. A new stadium being constructed just across the way to be opened in 2026. Here's Mims on the return. Broke a couple of tackles. Still going. The rookie so impressive in the return game. Bills have made 4 straight third down stops. Wilson keeps. Gets to the edge and picks it up. A long of 9. 2nd down and 6. Wilson out to his right. Dancing around and brought down back near midfield by Rousseau.
And he had a better chance of staying play side and scrambling that way.
3rd down and 12. Off he goes again and wrapped up. Play made by TJ Epinesa. Lisa, thanks. While they've lost Locke, the Bills have lost Trent Sherfield. Here is a pass caught by Gabe Davis. And Davis is wrestled down inside Denver territory. He knows he's a gunslinger. Here's a ball on the ground, trying to get it to Cook. Broncos say they have it. And they do. Wilson, Sutton, short, brought down by Taron Johnson.
And this to be a tie ball game is pretty amazing.
Here's Diggs, first down.
You can't just point to the negatives because he makes so many big plays, of course.
3rd down and 8. Backpedaling, sideline shot incomplete. Fabian Moreau knocked it away, and so a 3 and out for the Bills. Here's Mims. So dangerous, and he's got the sideline looking for a block and then gets popped. Extra men on the rush. Wilson lets it go, and Judy's got it. Jerry Jeudy to the 35, and a completion on 3rd and long of 19 yards. Wilson flips it, pass is caught, first down. Picked up by P. Ryan. And this ball pops out. Sutton made the catch. And they're going to rule that he was down. It's the 5th false start call against the Broncos. Williams takes it down inside the 10. 12th play of the drive. Wilson gets rid of it for the touchdown to Javonte Williams. What a job by Russell Wilson under heavy pressure.
And that's why he was as open as he was in the flat.
Here's a bobbled snap. And Dixon's in trouble. And just covers up.
A lot of big plays that Russell's made tonight that has looked like the old Russell Wilson.
See if the Bills can answer as Cook has it bounce back into his arms. They're going to mark him at the 26.
Keep giving it to Cook.
Which they do. Gets the edge. First down plus. It's 1st and goal. And they have a 2nd and goal as Latavius Murray is in the backfield next to Allen. They fake it to him. Looking for Kincaid. Allen's going to take it. Touchdown Buffalo.
And you're down 1 with a chance to win at Buffalo. I think they would have taken that.
Wilson flips. P. Ryan on the reception. Breaks the tackle.
And we've seen Russell then trying to just move up in the pocket and get what he can.
3rd down and 5. Wilson flips. P. Ryan with a first down.
They look like they're coming, the Bills. You just can't afford to take a sack.
And that's exactly what happens. The sack by the Bills defense. This one up for Jeudy. There is contact and a flag by Taron Johnson. It's a call against Taron Johnson.
Well, Jeudy has him by about 3 feet.
7. Punt foul.
41-yard try for the win. Lutz. He missed it. But a flag is down.
12 men on defense. 5-yard penalty.
Wow.
Still 4th down.
There's nothing guaranteed.
Good snap, good hold. Kick, perfect. And the Broncos have come to Buffalo. And they're going to leave with a win. 24-22 to get to 4-5.